All right, everybody, this is Axter99. We are back with Fragments of Him. I think I've got the audio set up correct. I tested my voice. My voice sounds okay now. So I had to get all that situated. I had to restart the stream. So thanks to those of you who, I had like 6 people in the stream, started off right off the bat. And I had to go and fix my audio, and I had to re-download the newest version of OBS to record my gameplay with. And it looks like that fixed the problem. So we're back now with Fragments of Him. This is a story, kind of a visual novel about true love and sacrifice, heartbreak, and ultimate loss. So we're going to experience this together. I want to go ahead and thank the developers for this game, Sassybot, for handing me a copy of this game at no cost to experience and to share with you guys, my viewers. So thank you again to the developers of Fragments of Him. Now, I believe the game time playthrough is about 2 to 2.5 hours for this game. I plan on doing it all in one stream. So I will be with you guys here for a while. Hopefully we don't have any more technical issues causing my voice to sound weird or anything like that. So right off the bat, Fragments of Him opens you up with this choice. You don't see anything, you don't know anything, and it starts off giving you 3 choices. I love you, have a good day. Bye, Harry, see you tonight, or say nothing. So I don't know who Harry is. I don't even know who I am. I don't know what's going on, and I have to make a choice. Well, like I explained before when I played this before, normally I would tend to think say nothing because I don't know what's going on. I don't have any information to base my choice on. But then I was like thinking, you know, I obviously have this choice because I care about this guy, Harry. And I probably love him, or it wouldn't even be a choice. So I guess I'm going to go with that, just because I'm the type of guy in my life, I don't have a problem telling my kids and, you know, the people that I do love them. So let's go ahead and go with, I love you, have a good day.
I love you. Have a good day.
Well, we know I'm a guy now. So, a guy that loves Harry doesn't sound like that's my brother or my father or anything like that. So, hopefully, you know, this...
So many memories, and I've not taken the time to think about how much they mean to me. It's time for a change.
Okay. So he kind of disappeared there. And if I look around here, I see that there's a highlighted option over here for the window. So I'm going to go over here and check the window out here.
I forget sometimes how beautiful this city is.
It's easy to take things for granted, for sure. I mean, as you heard him say there, it's easy to forget how beautiful the city is. Or, I think in our day-to-day lives, you know, we take a lot for granted. I do. You know, there can be a beautiful sunset, and as you drive home from work or wherever, and you can be driving right towards the sunset and not even notice it, because we take so much stuff for granted. And I notice a woman here through this door, but I can't open the door or anything like that. And I don't know who she is or what's going on. I guess it's just part of the game. Hey, Saigon, how you doing? The last time I went through the elevator, I guess these glass fragments here are keeping me from going up. I have a choice here of taking the elevator or following him down, I guess. Well, let's go ahead and follow him down.
The stairs are better for me.
Okay, I can understand that. More exercise?
Sure, I go to the gym, but will that see me through?
That's pretty much all this game is just kind of a visual experience. I mean, I don't know how many tough choices there's going to be in this game, but there's definitely no action sequences or anything like that. Hopefully Angels comes back there, Saigon. And if you're watching the stream later, the recorded version, if you hear me talking to other people, that's people in my live stream, in my chat, which you don't see on the screen because I am showing a full screen version of the game.
Technology, elevators, phones, it's all too instant.
Okay.
I've got to think long term.
Winding down the stairs quite a ways, maybe I should have taken the elevator,
No
huh?
more. I'll stop that drift.
So hopefully everybody's doing well today. comes into form again. Holding the unlock little device for the car.
I'm going to tell him how I feel.
How's it going, Kid Gamer? Kid Gamer's my son, by the way. And, Tygon says, hi, Kid Gamer, in the chat. And as you notice, this car is obviously a car in Europe. The driving wheel is on the opposite side of the car from here in the States.
It feels like I drifted into these routines.
Alright, so we have an option here. The only option in the car, the whole car, is to click on the rearview mirror. I guess he wants to look at himself before he drives? Yep. Make sure he looks good, I guess. And then the radio, of course. Yep. The seat. Not a really hard game to play. It doesn't look like there's any real strategy. I don't know if there's puzzles or anything like that. I sound like the creator of the game, Saigon says. Alright. Not Harley, man.
Some routine is good. Sure.
I've just played a lot of games like this.
I don't know. We're getting lazy. I don't want that.
Nope. I'm gonna release the emergency brake here. And we're finally taking off. But who is this dude and what's my name? I know that I love a guy named Harry. About all I know. Because I said it. I like how you can look around and stuff like that. Doesn't look like you can zoom in or out or anything though. Oh, we got a couple talking on the corner there. Hey, dude, look at the couple. That's a man and a woman. The man and a woman talking. Why are you in love with a man, dude? No.
I should have paid more attention to the small stuff. Not locked on to avoiding everything that matters.
Hey, Angel, welcome back to the stream. Hey, look at that, dude. Another man and a woman talking. Alright.
Things are okay, but they're not going anywhere.
Things are okay, but they're not going anywhere?
I'll tell him tonight.
Tell him what? You gonna break up with Harry? What are you talking about, man? What do you mean they're not going anywhere? Oh, I can click on this. What it
I
is.
always smile when I see that place. Maybe we'll go there tonight.
Cafe or something? Okay. Thanks, Angel. Yeah, I don't know what it was. I re-downloaded the latest version of OBS, and that seemed to fix it, so... I don't know what was going on with my voice before. Yay, Angel is here. Saigon's happy. Yeah, Angel's cool. We all like Angel, right?
Maybe we'll go feed the ducks this weekend. I love the way they walk.
I love the way the ducks walk. You know, I never thought about that. Ducks do actually walk really cool. The way they walk and their rear end kind of flaps from one side to the other. Quack, 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 quack. Angel says she just got a bite to eat. What's up, buddy?
I didn't expect it, but I feel happy I've made this choice.
What choice is that? I gotta click on him. Oh! Damn! Angel. Funny. So, somebody just hit us. Now we're in bed? Are we okay? Okay. Wait a minute, before I answer the alarm clock. This must be Harry. And there's me. And I look like I'm okay. I wonder if that was like this is going back in time now or something.
Patterns. Every day, the same start. Harry never wakes up from my alarm.
Okay.
This isn't what I imagined or wanted. Drifting through one day after another. Together, but not aware. Something like that.
All right, since I keep drifting apart like that, it almost makes it feel like this is like memories of something that happened coming back, like Fragments of Him or something like that. So it's making me think that I died in that car wreck, and this is just like memories or something. Got a picture here to click on.
I love this painting. And I can't remember the last time I really looked at it.
Interesting. I got a few choices here. There's the drawers or the books. Look at the books.
The same stories I've carried with me for years between houses.
It's okay, Angel, if you pass out. I'll leave this stream up as a recording if you want to watch it later. Okay, so he's getting his clothes and then fading out again. Really kind of bizarre. It might be really good, but...
I think I'll wear this one. It's Harry's favorite t-shirt on me.
Picking out Harry's favorite clothes on him. Okay.
It's good to have reference points in your life. Some patterns. I don't want my life with Harry to change. But it will happen if I don't take control.
He needs to take control or his life with Harry is going to change, huh? Interesting.
Even here I get into patterns. Bathroom first, then kitchen for breakfast. Maybe I should change that.
Okay, so bathroom first, he said.
One change at a time. No pointless changes.
I wonder if... I guess I could have went in the
Time to
kitchen.
get with the program. I believe in this relationship. Time to show it.
Okay.
Marriage.
Wow.
I should ask Harry to marry me.
Dang.
I want to be his husband.
He wants to be Harry's husband, and I thought he was just talking about things were not going anywhere. Maybe that's why. Maybe he wants to marry him. Okay.
When I was at uni, I loved Sarah, but I didn't feel this way. I loved her, do love her, but not how I feel about Harry.
Okay. So he used to love Sarah, but not the same way he feels about Harry. Interesting.
My first day at university. My parents drove me in a car stuffed full of everything I owned. I'd been a bit nervous all day, but I felt full-on terrified when we got to the student village.
Okay, so now I gotta open the door for her. Who is this?
I tried to look confident. It was faked. I'm not sure anyone noticed either way.
I'm guessing this is Sarah, the girl that other dude had a relationship with before Harry?
Paul is my mum's boyfriend. He liked Will. My biological dad probably wouldn't have.
Paul
It seemed like I had an enormous amount of stuff.
Okay. This is Paul. You'll click on her. So So her parents like Will. Is Will the guy we were talking about that we were seeing before?
I
Guessing
think
so.
Mum or Paul must have picked up the keys from somewhere. Weird that I don't remember how we got them now. I went up first.
Okay. All right, Angel. Thanks for joining the stream. We'll see you later, hon. Have a good night. Have a good rest. Get some sleep.
Walking into my dorm room for the first time, I kind of remember how it felt for me. I never thought back then how it would have felt for Mum and Paul. Soon they were going to drive away and go home to an empty house. Just a few more boxes, and their kid wouldn't be living with them anymore.
Oh, wow. So her parents, her mother and her new father, not her biological dad, she said her biological dad wouldn't have understood or wouldn't have liked Will. And now they are helping her move away from home into her first, like a little dorm or a very small room here. Thanks, Angel. All right. So there's my dad. Yep, my dad bringing a bunch of boxes. Or her dad, not mine. I guess I'm taking the role of her, though, right now. Or maybe I'm not her. Maybe I'm just an observer. Looks like I'm more of an observer than I am her. Kind of cool. My son's telling Angel to switch energy so you're not tired. Let's flip a switch, Angel. I think she's already gone. All right. Thanks for everybody joining the live stream. Just starting out here in Fragments of Him. Okay, so I get to pick a box, huh?
I was unloading in a dream. I had a room that was all my own. It seemed unreal. Cheap carpet and a thin mattress. It didn't matter. It was my space.
There she is.
Do you remember the first time you had a place to yourself? To be able to lock the door and really tell everyone to stay away, or to ask someone in? I think we all must feel the same.
Okay. You guys watching the live stream, just be sure you let me know what you think about this story and what's going on, and you know, kind of if you're observing and kind of paying attention, see how good this story is. So feel free to, you know, let me know what you guys think in the chat.
I wondered if anyone was going to be interested in me.
So she's got that nervousness of moving into her own place after living with Mom for however long, probably like 20 years or whatever. Now she's finally moving out, and she's wondering if anybody's going to be interested in her.
I think everyone felt like they weren't good enough, like the others all had some secret that made them confident and sexy.
Okay.
It's not like I felt awful about myself, just like I was really average. There's no such thing as average. Everyone feels just like they're a bit dull to themselves, not special. Normal isn't a real thing. I think I thought that it was.
All right. Following her up and down the stairs as she unloads boxes.
Wait, no, cute is the right word. I wasn't really thinking about sexy back then. I felt so adult, but I had so much growing up to do.
What's she talking about? Cute. Wait a minute. Oh, that's that same guy, ain't it? Let me look. Oh, I can't go over there. That It looks like the same guy that we were just... Yep. Okay, so we're Will. Will was at the start of the show, and now these two are definitely checking each other out as she moves into an apartment. We must be back in time, and she's talking about how she met Will. Now, we already know that Will said he loves Sarah, and still does, but it's not the same for how he feels about Harry. So, interesting. Okay. Where am I going? What am I clicking on? I'm just clicking on that.
It's funny to think back like this now.
He waves. He drops her box to wave. Hey, baby. Huh. Okay. Interesting.
I didn't notice Will again for a couple of weeks. If I'm honest, I'd forgotten about him while I got set up in my new home, though he must have been in the lectures. So anyway, I next noticed him through the window of the Union Bar.
Oh. Wow, they keep looking at each other from afar, huh?
I recognized him then from the first day, and I remembered liking how he'd look back at me then.
Well, that's what you call chemistry when you notice each other from afar twice now, huh? Hey, baby, what's going on? Hear the music going?
The Union usually played the dancey stuff. Higher State of Consciousness was still on heavy rotation, but sometimes they played the better stuff. Blur, Pulp, a bit older stuff like In Spiral Carpets, but not often.
Okay.
Fridays at the Union were always the same. Crowds of people, the windows steaming up completely, and sticky floors. I kind of miss it.
Where did she go? Who are these guys? I don't care about these guys. I just care about her and that Will guy. Oh, he just... Okay, I have to get these guys out of my way. Okay. Welcome back, Saigon.
After I'd seen him at the window, I wanted to talk to him. Maybe more. I pretty much went on the hunt.
Wow. After I saw him through the window, I pretty much wanted to talk to him. Maybe more. Ooh. He wants to get it on with Will. What it sounds like. I wanted to talk to him. Maybe more. That kind of sounds like she's got something on her mind. I'm just saying. I could be wrong.
It's tricky when you're not very tall and the lights are low. It was hard to spot Will in the crowd.
I am definitely not an expert on women, and we're talking about a female here, Sarah, so. But if I had to guess, I don't guess. When she says I wanted to talk to him, when I saw him through the window, I wanted to talk to him, maybe more. I don't think she's talking about I wanted to have dinner with him. I wanted to share a Snickers bar with him.
I think I was changing fast. It'd only been a couple of weeks since I got to uni, but I felt very different.
You got freedom. Moving out of mom's house. Even though it's only been a couple weeks, you got freedom. Something new? Probably so, Max.
Will always gave me a good vibe. I know that sounds weird, but there it is. He just felt like a good person. He was too.
He just felt like a good person? Okay. Alright, who do I click? Oh, I gotta get a beer. Oh, there's Harry right there. Holy cow. What? And there's Will. Uh-oh. She likes him, and he's already talking to dude. Oh, weird. Okay, let's get a beer. Okay, these people cleared out of here. Now what? He cleared out of there. guys are drinking. Maybe they're just meeting right now, huh? I don't know.
I joined in whatever the conversation was that Will was having.
Oh, wow.
I've no idea what we talked about.
The three's a crowd here, huh?
I think I was pretty obvious in my intentions.
Oh, damn. Yeah? That's pretty forward. That's pretty forward. Well, you kept Will from engaging much further with Harry. Wow. Alrighty. Giving him the look. They're looking in each other's eyes. Yeah, I think something neat happened.
We had a few drinks and tried to talk over the music before I pulled him outside.
Oh, damn. She pulled him outside, huh? Like, let's get out of here, baby. I think if we've ever dated in our lives, if you're old enough to have been through the dating period, I think we've all been there in that moment where you've been with a date or somebody you like in a, whether it be a cafe or a bar or whatever, and you wanted to get them, you kind of wanted to be alone with them. You wanted to get them out of there. For sure. So I think we all kind of know what's going on here.
You know the feeling, the rush of anticipation? I was getting that so much.
She's getting the rush of anticipation. She's excited. She's lusting the guy, it sounds like. The chemistry is high. I mean, even you can look at these still photos and look at them as they're walking, looking at each other in their eyes. You can tell there's some chemistry going on there. All right.
It was cold, but in a welcome way. We went to sit for a moment, to look at the view.
Kind of reminds me of Life is Strange a little bit. The graphics are about the same kind of quality, even though you don't really see people moving as much as like Life is Strange. Looks like a nice romantic couple there. There they are.
And that was when he first kissed me.
Okay. Wow. So now we're in the theater.
Our first proper date was to the cinema.
All right. So they're walking in the theater to watch a movie. And I got a seat here. I got a seat in the middle. Or I got a seat way up front. Well, if you're you're with somebody new and you're wanting to watch a theater or a movie and you're wanting to get some alone time, are you going to sit in the middle or way up front in front of everybody? Or are you going to sit in the far back? Now, I know when I was this age and I was dating, the back was always my choice, so I'll definitely go there.
We sat at the back, kind of a cliche, really. There's that pressure for back row liaisons, you know?
How's it going, Kage? Welcome to the stream. All right, so the movie's starting, and
We sat there fidgeting, wanting to touch but scared to.
she wants to touch his hand. She's already kissed him at the uni or whatever when she took him outside the bar. She already kissed him. Why would she be scared to touch his hand now? That's weird. Go for it, woman. Oh, I got to touch her hand, I guess.
When I went to hold his hand, he moved his away.
Oh,
But I
damn!
think that was by accident.
He did move his hand away. What's going on there, dude? You been talking to Harry more? Huh. All right.
I kept on trying to look at him from the side to see if he was looking at me. I shifted in my seat a bit, letting my leg touch his. I was so smooth. We ignored the film, pretty much. It was that silly action one, with that guy who always acts crazy, thingamy. It was like everything else faded out. I finally made an actual move and put my hand on his leg. I felt so relieved when he smiled at me. He put his hand on the side of my face, just gently on the skin, turning me to face him. He closed his eyes and kissed me, placing his lips softly onto mine. We locked our fingers together and watched the rest of the film. We didn't let go until ages after we left the cinema. Even as we left, there was something else there. Did you ever have a love that you felt so strongly that you knew it had to end? Will always gave the impression of confidence, like he always had a grand plan. I wish I knew if he saw that end coming too, like I felt it was. I don't know if that would have made how it went any easier. I'd been putting off unpacking all of my boxes, but the next day I finally got round to it. I got out the essentials, of course, but I hadn't felt very motivated to do the rest. I hung up a tasseled cloth scarf that was my mum's. She's a bit of a hippie. I brought my first ever toy to uni with me. I know it seems weird for a woman to do that, but it brings back happy memories. It wasn't always easy with my biological dad leaving, but Mum and I, and my brother Andy, we had fun. My bunny makes me remember that. I put candles out. I think I thought I'd need to do romantic lighting. I had arranged to see Will later in the week. I was really falling for him. Is it weird to tell you this? I'd packed loads of my old books. Nothing really related to uni, I just liked having them nearby. I kept on changing my mind. It shouldn't have mattered so much, but I wanted the place to look nice. It's weird how long you think about such small things. The little choices are important. I guess it didn't make any difference really, but I was happy when I was sure I'd got it right. I wanted to feel comfortable when Will came over.
All right, I'm back, guys. I had my mic muted. Sorry about that. As you saw there, I was having to put her things away, and from her box, and she kept changing her mind. So
Will and I, it felt like a Romeo and Juliet kind of thing, and just as likely to burn us both as to make us happy.
wow.
But what a lovely way to burn.
So she's really in love with this Will guy, and it's like she feels something bad's gonna happen, or it's gonna end. That can't be a good feeling.
That Christmas, I met Will's family.
Oh wow.
We've been
Okay.
together for 4 months. Do you remember me there?
So she's meeting his family now.
I was so worried I was going to say something and embarrass myself. I was much more shy back then, and I was really in love with Will, and I wanted to make sure I didn't mess anything up.
Can understand that.
I kept on wanting to touch him.
Huh.
There was this really good chemistry with him. But with family around, it didn't seem right.
Wow. She is definitely in the hots for him. I mean, here she is at Christmas in front of his family, and all she wants to do is touch him. Wow. All right, so click the glass.
I got nice shivers when he touched me as he poured my wine.
Oh, wow.
Thanks.
So he just touches her shoulder as he pours her wine, and she gets the shivers from a touch on the shoulder. Yeah, I think she's into him a little bit.
It was a really nice meal, and we all got on okay.
Welcome back to the stream, Ava. Good to see you, hun. You ready for summer, Ava? I know my son's ready for summer vacation.
You only get to make one first impression, so I probably should have worn something else. I felt quite self-conscious. I loved him so much, but that feeling I had wouldn't go away, that it was all going to end. That Christmas Day, though, I felt like we had a chance.
Well, that's a good feeling then. You're pumped. That's awesome, Ava. Ava's in the stream, Saigon.
Things were going well, But over the months, I felt the relationship changing.
So he's with her now. And over the months, she felt him changing.
We would cuddle up in bed and watch TV or movies.
Aw.
Coronation Street had a transgender character. It wasn't something I'd thought much about before.
Okay.
I'd never had to think about my sexuality much. I'm straight, and as far as I knew, my friends up until that time all had been too. I just accepted Will for who he was, regardless of his sexuality.
That's love too, accepting somebody for who they are.
It's funny to tell you this now, but I was never jealous of Harry. You'd think I would be, but I loved Will so much. I just wanted him to be happy.
You know, that is a definite sign of real love, where somebody can be a threat. You know, she's talking about, I was never jealous of Harry. I just loved Will so much that I wanted him to be happy. That's a definite sign of something more than just a, you know, simple romance or something where you're in it just for your own feelings and excitement. She really cares about the guy. It's pretty cool.
We were all, Will, Harry and me, studying on the same English degree. I'd seen the way Harry and Will looked at each other.
Uh-oh.
There was a spark there.
Uh-oh, Sarah, that can't be good for you, hun.
I didn't feel jealous. I know that sounds weird, but I liked seeing Will happy, and Harry made him feel that way.
She cares about Will enough to, you know, to see that he likes the guy. And she's not jealous of Harry or jealous of the fact that the man she loves likes him. That's saying quite a lot.
I'll never forget that time. Seeing their friendship grow. I think we both could feel that an end was going to be inevitable. But we still were in love. Though sometimes lonely, in a weird way.
Wow. Yeah, Ava, just tell me who he is in the stream and I'll look at it. Yeah, I don't care if people advertise Saigon, as long as it doesn't get carried away.
It felt like we were the only people in the world. Maybe I didn't mind Will getting closer to Harry because it felt like our own love was too much for two people.
She says, I didn't mind that Will was getting close to Harry because our own love felt like it was too much for just two people. Well, she's saying some big words there. Like, she's definitely going through a lot of emotions there. And I'm starting to feel a little bit of it for her. I mean, that's pretty cool.
We would listen to music as we fell asleep. Most of my music was on CD, but I also had a tape recording I'd made of a Billie Holiday record, scratches and all. Vinyl had that warm sound you don't get now.
Yep.
Wonderful as we drifted off. Then the tape mechanism would click at the end and wake me up.
You know, that does remind me, not to take away from the story too much or whatever, but my dad showed me a long time ago that, you know, when CDs first came out and music first came out on CDs and stuff like that, my dad had an old record player and would play some of the records that he had. And when you listen to a quality record player and a record, while there's a little bit of static and stuff like that you don't hear with a CD, something about the sound of a record as the head of the record player goes over the grooves of a record, there's something really authentic about listening to a record. If you guys are young and you've never listened to the music that a good record player and a record can make, while there is a little bit of that static like I'm talking about, there's also a lot more of a genuine feel, almost like a depth to the music that you just don't get in CDs. No matter how expensive your stereo is or whatever, I don't know. There's just something awesome. Also, not only that, you know, I remember as a young kid hearing my dad play records, and you know, something is cool about hearing the head of the record player making a sound as it starts playing the record. I don't know. You kind of hear the head move down on top of the record, and you kind of hear all the genuine sounds, the mechanical sounds. I don't know. It's really cool, I think. Ava says I'm just like John. Yeah, John's a cool guy, Ava. I like him.
We listened to a lot of Portishead. Even now, when I listen to them, I remember being back in that room, in his arms.
I like how it shows time moving by all the stuff moving around. The music is really, the music is really
The
cool
longer
too.
we dated, the more we stayed in. We had a few friends that we'd go out for drinks with, and Harry, but Will and me spent most of our time together.
Okay.
It still makes me smile, thinking of that room and those days. It might seem odd to you, but it was my suggestion.
What was your suggestion?
I told Will to ask out Harry.
Oh,
I
damn!
loved him. I knew it would make us all happy for Will to have Harry in his life. It was something he needed to do.
Wow. Holy cow. So, did you get that, you guys? She urged Will here to ask out Harry. While she's with him, while she loves him, she urges him to ask him out. That's pretty, that's definitely what I'd call love. She loves the guy.
I feel lucky. How many times in your life will you be sure you've helped a person find their true love? Though it was rough. For a long time, I wished that true love had been me.
Well, that sounds like a little bit of jealousy there, but maybe she's not jealous of Harry. She's just jealous of the love that he has for the man she loves. It's a tough spot for her. I feel almost bad for her.
Let me paint a picture for you of the end. Will had been seeing both me and Harry at the same time for about 6 months.
Okay.
I can see you think that sounds weird, but it really wasn't. We were all open, safe, and honest about it.
Okay. As long as you're honest about it. I guess that's good.
The picture. It was in the basement of the Royal Oak in October. You could still smoke in pubs back then, and the faint smell was always there.
Okay. I'm clicking on all this blue stuff, I guess. Okay.
The basement was crowded with heavy oak furniture, with the wood grain sealed away under layers of old varnish.
I like how descriptive the words are. Oh, okay, so now we're kind of filling in the table and the pictures and kind of painting the scene, if you would, of a memory she has.
The chairs were covered with a tapestry weaving type of fabric that was worn away from years of use.
Okay.
I knew what I was going to say to Will. Before I went to university, a friend asked me what love is.
A friend asked her what love is before she went to the university. And she knew what she was going to say to Will. It's definitely creating anticipation, like, you know, you're wanting to find out what's going to happen next. I think, anyway. And we're kind of filling in the crowded diner or restaurant here.
I told her that love was being able to tell a person that you never wanted to see them again.
Oh, damn. She feels that strongly for this guy. And she's going to tell him that she never wants to see him again so that he can be free. Wow. That's pretty intense.
Even though it broke your heart to do it, you would tell them to leave you because it was right.
Damn. Wow. And there
I
they
was
are.
quite happy with that answer. Like love was something from a Shakespearean tragedy.
Painting a dim or a dark definition of love, I guess. Not a happy one here. And all these people in the restaurant. She's going to tell him here, huh? Of all places.
I hadn't been in love when I said it. I didn't expect to have to do it.
All right, here we are. Did I miss something? Yep, right here.
I didn't expect to be right.
Here we go. Oh boy, here we go, guys. Yeah, Ava, I'm about to hit 5,000. We need to talk. Boy, it's almost look at him. It's almost like he knows something's coming too.
We need to talk.
Oh?
And I get to make a choice here. This needs to change. This isn't right. Or I'm not helping you anymore. Wow. What should I say, guys? This needs to change. This isn't right, or I'm not helping you anymore. What do you think she should say here? Again, she knows that he kind of likes this hairy guy. And like she said when she started dating him, she felt that something was going to end badly. You know this is going to break her heart. You know this is breaking her heart to have this talk with this guy. But because she loves him so much, she wants to let him go. She doesn't want to keep him for herself when there's better things out there for him, or at least she feels that way. Ava says this needs to change. Okay. This needs to change. We'll go with that, Ava, just for you, hun.
This needs to change.
You mean us?
Man, this sucks. Ava says she's 10 years old. Yep, my son's 10 too, Ava. I feel like I'm getting in your way. Damn. This is hard. This is hard to watch even in a game. Because I think that, you know, as you go through life and, you know, Saigon and Ava, as you guys get older and you start dating and stuff like that, when you really, really like somebody, you know, and you've been through the dating game or whatever, you know, when you're older and you're married and stuff like that, you remember these kind of moments in your dating life. And they're not easy. And this really sounds like a really hard moment for Sarah, because this sounds like her first genuine, you know, love. The guy she really, really does care about. I mean, she's leaving him so that he can be happier, even though she loves the hell out of him. I feel like I'm getting in your way.
I feel like I'm getting in your way.
You're not. This is good.
Yeah, he's lying through his teeth, too. He's like, things are good. So now she can say, I don't know if it's good for you. A sad face. It is good. Good enough. But I don't really like that one, because then she's continuing to go on with these emotions, and sounds like she really wants to let him free because she does love him. Or she could say, it is good, but it's not right. It's not forever. And she wants forever. Yeah, Kage. I think I'm going to go with the last one. It is good, but it's not right because it's not forever.
It is good, but it's not right. It's not forever.
Isn't this what you want?
Breaking both our hearts.
I'm happy with you. I love you, but this isn't about me.
I love you too. I want to be with you.
Damn. I know, or I think you're wrong. Yeah, she wants forever. What should I say here, guys? He says, I want to be with you. He responded back to her like, I'm happy. I want to be with you. But she really can tell that he likes the hairy guy. So what should I say here? Ava's 10 years old and already talking about how she has a boyfriend. I like him. I already like somebody and he likes me back. So, he knows, Kage says. All right, we'll say I know.
I know, but I don't think you should be.
Is this it? Can I do anything differently?
Nope, she's breaking you loose, bud. No, but thank you for trying. Sad face again. Or no, you've not done anything wrong. What do you guys think there? I would lean towards this one because, you know, how he feels about somebody else, if he loves somebody else more than her, not really his fault. I mean, it's what his heart wants. I don't know. What do you guys think? I'll let my viewers right now make my decision. No, but thank you for trying. Because he said, is this it? Is there anything I can do differently? No, not anything wrong. Okay, so we'll go with that, Saigon says.
No, you've not done anything wrong.
I don't want this.
Oh, look, she's crying now. Look at the tear. Me either, but it's right. What? I mean, this can be a lesson to all of us. I really like this so far. I admit it. I mean, the game, it's not compelling gameplay. It's not, you know, high action gameplay, but I like the story they're telling here. I like how they're going to, you know, this moment that a lot of us experience in life where, you know, like the saying says, if you truly love somebody, you let them free. And Sarah in the situation truly loves this guy. And that's why she's letting him go.
Me either. But it's right.
I love you.
Oh, cool, Ava. Okay, so I'll definitely check him out. I'll definitely check out this guy you like on YouTube. That's cool. So he tells her, I love you. And she tells him, I love you too. She obviously does. I mean, I think she loves him with all her heart to be able to let him go like that.
I love you too.
Wow.
I was so in love. I can't tell you how much it hurt to let him go.
I gotta admit, guys, I like how... Listen to her voice right now. Listen to the voice actor's voice in this game. Listen to how it sounds like her voice is cracking as she says, I loved him so much. I can't begin to tell you how much it hurt to let him go. It almost sounds like, I mean, you can hear her. She's a good actress. I mean, it sounds like she really is hurting.
I never forgot him.
Sounds like she's about to break down and cry.
I never stopped loving him. Love doesn't just stop. It's not like a room you just walk out of. Our love, the warmth of it, became a memory I cherish. I've never loved anyone like that again.
Wow. Kage. So, we still got Sarah here in the room and a lot of things to click on. I guess that's Sarah.
It took me 2 years to get over Will.
Damn. A long time.
I could see him falling in love with Harry. Soft and deep love, not like the fire we had. It was beautiful.
Wow. So she's talking about how him and Harry, like, they hit it off right away through, like, crazy chemistry. Like, she wanted him right off the bat, and we saw that at the start of the game. Like, she went and grabbed his hand when she saw him looking at her through the window, took him outside, and 10 minutes later they were kissing. So she's talking about how his romance with Harry wasn't so immediate, wasn't that fiery chemistry at the start, but it was real love that took time to develop fully. I like this. I mean, that's...
I didn't really consider that we could all have kept on dating together. You know, it might have worked for a while, but That wasn't what we did. It's just the past.
Okay. Or teddy bear here.
I don't know if what I felt was a proper depression, but it was definitely a really bad time for me. I just worked really hard all of the time and got a great degree grade from it, so that was something good for me from it all.
So she sunk her head and her heart and stuff like that, and she just sunk all her time into working a lot so she could not think about it.
I still have that love with me, and the loneliness passed eventually. I started to date, and in the end, I fell in love again.
Good for her. She fell in love again. Awesome.
A different kind of love, but wonderful too. But I don't think two loves are ever the same. That's the way it's supposed to be, I think.
That's true. I mean, once you start going out with different people and you have different relationships and stuff like that, there's really no two relationships that are ever the same. I mean, kind of like your kids, you know? Like, I have different kids, and you know, I love all my kids the same, you know, with the same amount of love and care and stuff like that. But my love for each kid is different because they're different. And that's kind of what she's talking about there with relationships are, you know, and romances are never the same as each other.
The way I loved Will and he loved me was something special. Not forever, but perfect anyway.
That's cool. That's really cool. I like that. It's almost like she, you know, she wouldn't trade it for anything. The phone was ringing and now we fade out. Something tells me that phone call was a bad phone call. I'm sure we'll get back to that at some point. Now we're back to Will in the shower. Okay, we're back to Will in the shower.
I didn't stop loving Sarah. I haven't stopped. Though, it's different now. We still meet and catch up. There was a reason we dated. She's wonderful. We both moved on okay. In the end.
Wow. Okay, gotta catch up with the chat a little bit here. Saigon says, Saigon was saying he was 13, and Kage says, Saigon, you're about 30 years older than that. I know you better than that. Saigon says, yeah, I'll be 43 soon. Ava asked me how my Windows updated. No, I haven't called Windows to fix it. I don't think they would do anything, Ava. I just keep closing out those messages for the Windows 10 update. Saigon says I should play a scary game. He wants to hear me scream. Alright, well, let's get Will out of the shower here, shall we?
I felt terrible when we broke up.
Aw.
But I got it too. I felt loved up, excited and giddy, and like an utter asshole at the same time.
He was excited and giddy when they broke up because he likes Harry. He wanted to be with him. But he felt like a jerk because she was hurt, obviously. I understand.
I don't ever want to do that to Harry. Put him through that kind of pain.
Damn. So he knows that Sarah went through a lot of pain and a lot of heartache to give him up. He doesn't want to ever do that to Harry. Okay?
This is meaningless. I'll only piss him off and hurt him in the end.
Why does he say that? Oh, I gotta put the toothpaste on the toothbrush.
I don't know what I'd do if I hurt Harry like that. He deserves someone amazing, and I still look at other people. That's normal though, right?
Yeah, I think even if you found your true love, I think you're still gonna look. That's only human. But loving is you know, being honest and never cheating. My take on it anyway. He's putting his hair gel in his hair. having thoughts to himself about everything. Kind of like we all do. As we do things throughout our life, we sit and think about our life and things that are important to us. While we're driving to the store or driving to work or...
Why am I doing this to him?
What are you doing to him? I don't understand. Don't understand, Will. What are you doing to him?
He'd be an idiot to marry me.
Damn. He'd be an idiot to marry him? Why? Why is he saying that?
T.
Water, I guess?
My grandma said that tea solves everything.
Sounds like a grandma. I can hear her now. Oh, don't worry about it, honey. Come have some tea. Tea will fix everything. It'll make everything better. Sounds like something a grandma would say.
Sarah's fine. Now. But we were young. She had time to move on.
Now he's thinking about Sarah again.
Maybe I should leave Harry before it's too late for him.
Whoa.
Grandma would have told me to man up.
Why is he thinking about leaving Harry? He was just talking about marrying him when he got in the shower. Now he's talking, maybe I should leave him. Wow, he's going through some emotions too. Grandma lied, Kage says, but it was a nice lie.
Of course, as Will's grandmother, I knew him since he was born. I visited him in hospital on that first day. I still remember the day that James, that's Will's father, handed my grandson to me. He was such a handsome boy from that first moment.
Oh, wow.
Back in the 1980s, James was running 3 pubs in London. He was quite into that punk thing and looked a terrible state to me. I would babysit Will as often as I could to make sure he had someone normal in his life.
So we got Grandma here now, and this is obviously Will when he's a kid. And Grandma is talking about her memories of him, I guess. Okay.
Sharon was an art teacher. She always had her nose in a magazine full of pictures. It's not the way to inspire a young man to a career, if you ask me. It's good for a young boy to be outdoors. But Will never really liked that when he was young.
Here's a record player.
There was always music playing when I got to the house. Some awful racket. Not the sort of thing a child should be hearing. I always turned it off. Will's birth wasn't very easy, but he got here. He was never going to have brothers or sisters after, though.
So he's an only kid.
Will's mother is an American, Sharon. They met through James's pubs. She took Will away to America for 3 years when she and James split up. They got back together again, though.
Okay. So his mom, Sharon, is from the States, and his dad's from London and was running bars. And that's why Grandma watched him, I guess. And then they split up, and Sharon took Will to the States for 3 years. That had to be hard for Grandma, I would assume. What am I clicking on now? Grandma, what am I clicking on? Oh, books, okay.
James liked such strange books, full of horrible things. I remember him telling me about one with rats everywhere. I really don't see the appeal. I loved Will. I always just wanted him to have the best possible start and to be successful. I suppose I sound awful, saying his parents were doing everything wrong. I remember an evening where Will was quieter than usual. At first I thought he was ill.
Uh-oh.
He had been in a fight at school.
Oh, I'm helping Will put this together. Okay.
It started because a boy had been picking on a girl, calling her names because of her dark skin.
Oh, and Will went to her defense, huh? What a good kid.
Will had tried to stop the other boy,
Mm-hmm.
but he had been punched in the stomach.
Oh, wow. So, good old Will got punched in the stomach to keep another boy from picking on a girl.
I asked him if he had cried, and he said yes.
Aw.
I told him that big boys don't cry. I remember him asking me then, what do big boys do when they're sad?
Cool.
When he was grown up, I told him he would be a good man. He would be able to stand up to others.
Yeah,
I told him that he was right to try to stop the bully.
I would agree 100%. Good job, Will.
Now I think about this, he didn't seem much happier. What should I have said?
Yeah. Isn't that like us, though, as humans? I mean, we always think so much about things that are important to us. We overthink things, and we think that, things turned out the way they did because we did or said something wrong. Sometimes it's not that at all. Sometimes we don't have control, you know?
Will tripped over his toy van
Oh, no.
when he was going to bed.
Ouch. Poor kid. Get up, Will. Damn, is he out? Knocked
I
himself
remember
out.
carrying him. He was trying so hard not to cry.
Oh, that's cute. Because she had told him that big boys don't cry, so he trips and falls, gets hurt, and you can hear him trying to keep from crying. That's cool. I like that.
He was so small in my arms. I've never forgotten that feeling.
Wow.
I have so many little memories making up our lives together. It's odd what sticks with you, though. I took him to bed to read him a story.
Aw. What a good grandma.
He liked ghost stories, but I thought he was too young for them. He would get very scared after the light was out. Sharon kept on buying him more, though.
Back to the chat real quick. Saigon, you didn't miss a whole lot. This is Grandma's perspective on Will and how she kind of raised him when he was younger. And he got in a fight at school and told her about it, and he kind of kept a bully from picking on a girl. And then the bully hit him, and he cried, and she told him he shouldn't cry. And then not long after that, he tripped over a toy, and she took him to bed, and he was trying real hard not to cry. Pretty much all you've missed.
I made sure he could see me looking carefully.
And she's checking for ghosts now because it's a good grandma. Grandma, can you make sure there's no ghosts in here? I can hear him already.
He would never settle properly until I had checked the room for ghosts.
What a good grandma. Now she's going to read him a story. What am I clicking on now? Oh, the bed.
I remember that night clearly. I remember promising him that I would always protect him, no matter whatever happened. Of course, he was thinking of ghosts still, but maybe I knew then that his life wasn't going to be so easy.
The big book.
I wasn't reading a new ghost book. I was reading him Grimm's fairy tales. The old stories are much better than these new ones. It was a strange story that night, called The Ungrateful Son.
Huh.
I'll tell it to you. It's only short.
Okay, cool, Grandma. She's gonna tell us a story too.
Once upon a time, a man and his wife were eating a roast chicken for dinner.
Nice.
When the man saw his father, a very old man, walking along the road towards them, the man didn't want to share his chicken, so he hid it out of sight.
What? Not gonna share the chicken with his father? A very old man? Like his father would eat that much anyway. It's not very nice.
His father came, bid them a good day, and went on his way.
Poor father. How old he is. Give him a piece of chicken, man.
The man was very happy, and so told his wife to put the chicken on the table again. But the chicken had transformed into a giant toad, which leapt onto the face of the man.
Hey, that's what he gets. That's what he gets for not sharing the chicken with his frail old father.
The toad wouldn't leave his face and hissed at the wife when she came near, so she didn't dare approach to help.
Oh, wow. Karma. He's like, oh, shit.
The man had to feed the toad every day from then on, or it would bite his face.
Oh, wow.
And he never rested for the remainder of his life.
I like that for a kid's story. That's cool. A grim tale. I've never heard of it, Kage.
That was a very strange story.
Cool. Ah, he's asleep. Look at that. Good night, Will.
Will was asleep before I finished it, which was probably a good thing.
Oh, now I gotta turn the lights off, huh? Good night, Will, buddy. Sleep tight, bud. Don't we want to leave one light on for him in case he gets scared? We already know he's scared of ghosts. Oh yeah, I can't click on that one. Okay. Oh, the light. Turn the light off.
I felt strange after reading it. I wondered about whether I really could keep him safe.
I think she's a good grandma. What do you guys think?
I knew I would do my best to help him find his place in the world. Any other grandmother would try to do the same. I could still see him sleeping there now, like it was only yesterday.
Nice. Akage says Grimm's fairy tales are known for being extremely dark. Obviously.
I never thought it would be easy, but I had raised James, so I thought I would be ready for anything from my grandson Will. The world changes so quickly.
Oh, here we go. Okay, so we got Grandma here, obviously. Who's this? Is this, Will? Grown up? Yep. Is this Harry and Sarah? What the heck? There's Grandma. Who's this? Oh, that's probably his mom, Sharon, and his father.
I remember the family visiting me when Will was a teenager.
Yep. Okay. Oh, record player.
There's a song by Al Martino, Here in My Heart. That was playing when Robert first kissed me. I listen to it when I'm alone sometimes.
So Robert doesn't live with her anymore. Robert was her husband. She remembers back to her romance. And of course, she remembers the music that she loved. Seems like people do that. People like the music that they grew up with.
I like to go to the seaside at Brighton. They sell these glass animals there, handmade. I started collecting them years ago, and I still get a new one every time I visit.
Cool. Look at this mask up here.
We've family over in New Zealand. I went to visit them after James had grown up. We still write letters to each other at Christmas, you know. It's important to stay in touch with your family, even when we're so spread out.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Sure.
My husband Robert was a writer. Sadly, he died before Will really knew him.
Aw.
He could have gone far if he'd applied himself a bit more.
Her husband?
It was only a matter of time back then before Diana divorced Charles. She'd done that interview, and we all knew it was coming.
Yep, that was a big story, that's for sure. Right.
Us old people still think about these things, but no one was saying much, so I started a conversation. I see that Diana is in the news again. It seems like she's never out of it these days. It's about time she stopped keeping everyone waiting.
Oh.
I think it's sad. She was bullied into all of this from the beginning.
The conversation didn't go well from there.
Uh-oh.
I got very frustrated with him. I told you before that Sharon is American. She didn't say anything, which was probably a blessing, really. James took Will's side on it all. He always would be difficult in those kinds of things. I wish I'd never even started the conversation. They didn't want to hear my opinion. Excuse me, I'm going to make some tea.
Uh-oh,
I
she's
said.
mad.
No one offered to help.
So she's mad that Will and her father kind of stood up against her about her opinion on Diana. Wow. Poor Grandma. I think you're a good grandma. I do. I like you, Grandma. You guys like Grandma on the stream? You guys have to let me know if you guys like Grandma.
I didn't really want tea. I don't think they wanted it either. But I needed to do something.
Okay.
I know it seems like a small thing, but maybe it was the first time that I felt apart from Will. These days it's easier to be different, to forge your own path or something like that, and everyone else be damned. I wish Will understood that you've got to fit in to get along in life. There wasn't any choice in my day, but it gave me a quiet life. That was good enough.
Well, I'm sure she had a lot simpler life back in her day, growing up.
I was used to James, and of course Sharon being difficult, but not Will like that. I was worried about him, getting all these views. It could get him into trouble. Will was only at the start of his life, but those years are so important. I wanted him to keep his head down, not start arguments. I let the tea brew. And I found myself crying, standing
Aww.
in the kitchen like a silly old what's-it. He was going to go off with views like that and get in trouble, and I couldn't do a thing.
Aw, poor Grandma. Again, I like her voice. It sounds like her voice is sad.
I knew something had been broken that day between Will and I.
Seems weird that everything be broken just because of that. but I guess she knows better than I do.
I took a deep breath and pulled myself together. It's not the done thing to let others see you get upset.
Poor Grandma. Ava says she loves Grandma 1000%. I agree, Ava. Grandma's awesome, huh? All right.
Robert passed away soon after Will was born. I've lived alone since then. It
Aw.
felt tolerable being by myself until that new distance. It's a terrible thing to feel detached from your own family. My generation has different values. Oh, goodness, I know that. But I very much believe that they are good.
Poor Grandma, living alone, feeling detached from the family, putting up Christmas decoration.
I wasn't prepared to accept that Will wasn't going to talk to me anymore. You can't accept it, really, when you see someone you love putting their future at risk.
Right.
Those views, liberalism and such like, I knew he would change his mind as he got older.
The ornaments on?
What damage might he do to his life before he saw that you need to fit in to get along? I didn't know what to expect that Christmas. I just wanted us to all be close again.
Now, is this
But
that
I
same?
was nervous.
Is this the same Christmas dinner that we saw Sarah talk about when she was nervous about being introduced to his family, and he put her hand on her shoulder and she felt chills?
Doing
Guessing.
Christmas by yourself takes a lot of work, but I like to keep busy.
Grandma, don't fall down. We don't need you falling and getting hurt. That would suck. How pretty, Grandma. Getting everything fixed just right for Christmas dinner. Like the candles.
I remember a Christmas after Will had gone to university, but we were all coming back together for the holiday. It's important to keep in touch with your friends. We didn't have the internet back then. I wish people still wrote letters.
All the Christmas cards. That's cool. She's going to a lot of work to get ready for the Christmas dinner, ain't she? Wow, look how pretty.
I wanted the house to look perfect. Will was going to bring a girlfriend, Sarah, and I
Yep.
wanted her to get the right impression.
Huh. Okay, says it's going to be no fun cleaning up afterwards. I agree. Oh, here we are. Yep. Here's that Christmas dinner. We've already seen this once from Sarah's perspective. There's his mom and dad. Here's his girlfriend Sarah at the time. Here's Will.
My family arrived just as the Christmas lunch was ready. It was perfect timing. James is like his father, really. A wonderful boy. But I do wish he would apply himself more.
Isn't that the way parents and grandparents are, though? I mean, they always want or expect more from their kids or grandkids or whatever. They always expect more, even
When
if...
Sharon took Will to America, he was only 10. Like most boys, he wasn't much of a letter writer. She took him away from us for 3 years, and I barely saw him.
Wow. Yeah, so, I mean, parents always want more from their kids or expect more from their kids. Even if their kids get a 97%, you know, parents are always like, why didn't you get a 98? Why didn't you get 100? You know, that's pretty normal. And Sarah took Will away for 3 years. She talks about that again, and he didn't write letters. Poor Grandma. Didn't get no letters from your grandson.
Sarah seemed a little shy, but she was lovely. She told us about her university courses and was thoroughly charming.
Mhm.
I was very worried about seeing Will. I wanted him to understand that when we disagreed, I didn't mean anything against him personally. I just wanted to keep him safe.
Mhm.
Will was a perfect gentleman.
Looks like a good kid to me.
He had such fine manners.
Yep, see, there's where he touched her shoulder and sent chills through her because remember she was talking about how all she wanted to do was touch him and she couldn't do it in front of his family there. Because of the infatuation, I guess, or whatever, the chemistry they had. Maybe not infatuation, because I think she truly did love him. But definitely some insane chemistry. So I guess I'm clicking on everything they're eating here. I gotta get closer. Alright, you guys eat up now. Enjoy your Christmas dinner.
It filled me with pride and hope to see him that day. He was becoming the man I had hoped he would be.
Aw.
With Sarah, I hoped he would be on track to a normal life. But that was the last time I saw her.
Wow. Music gets sad suddenly, huh? That was the last time she saw Sarah. Hmm. She thought he was living a normal life because she saw him with Sarah.
The next summer, I went to visit Will at university.
Okay, so he had brought Sarah over for Christmas dinner, and the next summer, he goes to visit him at his university. Like a good, loving grandma.
I always like to arrive on time. It's just polite. So I had left plenty of time for the drive down to see him.
Cool. What is she going to see, though?
I arrived early and decided to have a look at the campus. It was my first time there, and the buildings looked lovely. Young people were everywhere, full of life and excitement before the summer break. I hoped I might see Sarah among all the beautiful girls.
She obviously likes Sarah. Yeah, Kage says Sarah kicked him to the curb right after. Well, I wouldn't say she kicked him to the curb. I think she more set him free because she could see that he liked somebody else more.
Going to university wasn't normal in my day like it is now. I never had the chance to go and improve myself.
Busy, huh, Grandma?
At first, I saw Will from a short distance before he saw me.
Uh-oh.
And I couldn't make out what he was doing.
Uh-oh. Look at that, guys. Oh, no. Grandma sees him when he doesn't expect her. Look at his hands. Oh, my. Grandma's not going to take this well. Grandma is not going to take this well. What do you guys think? I don't think she's going to like this.
Then I saw that he was holding hands with a man.
Oh, boy. Yep, there's Harry. Wow. What's gonna happen? Don't tell me he's gonna kiss him in front of her.
And then they kissed.
Oh no.
Out
Oh
in the
no.
open where anyone could see.
Oh damn. And she's like, and anyone could see they kissed right out there. Look where his hand is too. Damn. Right in front of your grandma, dude. Uh-oh.
After everything I had tried to teach him, he went and did that.
Oh my.
I couldn't believe it. I knew those views of his would get him in trouble.
Oh crap. She takes off.
I left right away. I couldn't think of a single thing I could say to him.
Well, her heart just got shattered by seeing that. She's not used to that.
Will didn't see me. What was I supposed to do? Act like everything was going to be okay for him?
Wow.
He was still so young. There are people out there who won't accept that sort of thing.
Yeah, like Kage says, when she grew up, homosexuality was a felony akin to murder. That's probably real true. I mean, people that of that age just don't understand, you know, something like two men liking each other, or two females liking each other and being in love.
Suddenly, the university seemed ugly, obscene. All that sense of entitlement, but no appreciation.
Wow. All right, get out of Grandma's way.
All those petty children doing whatever they wanted, ignoring the responsibility of the freedoms my generation got for them.
Look at how she's changed her opinion of the other students here. Before she was talking about how it's so great to see all the other students and how she hoped to see Sarah and it was awesome to see them. And now she's like, all these little brats and they don't appreciate anything and they're so entitled. Now she's mad at them all just because of what she saw with her grandson, Will.
I wanted to be civil, but I was so angry with him, with them all. He was putting himself in danger.
Yep, you can still see him back there in that moment, kissing Harry. Poor Grandma.
That sort of thing. It all just feels wrong to me. Sorry, but that's just the way I feel about this.
Well, no reason to feel sorry for the way you feel, Grandma. I think a lot of people still feel that way.
I barely saw Will for the next few years. I couldn't bring myself to talk to him. It was silly of me, I suppose. He had gone travelling after university, and I stayed at my house.
Okay.
Being alone in a house by yourself. I said my husband Robert died when Will was young, didn't I? Being alone can make you live in the past. You watch the world change without you.
I like the way she sits down slow. I mean, the realism in this game is pretty cool. I mean, the story is definitely very believable. Very plausible. Oh, now she sees his father swinging him around.
I had such hopes for Will, and all the things that he would be when he was a man. I don't know if he knew how much I loved him when he was growing up.
Aww.
I remember so clearly before he changed, when he was just a happy little boy.
Hmm.
But life goes on.
Sitting there with her memories. Man, I remember when Will was a good boy before he...
I was in the garden. Things do have a habit of getting overgrown if you leave them too long.
Hmm. Which one? I don't know. Talk to us, Grandma.
Will had been travelling the world. I would very occasionally get a postcard from somewhere foreign.
Okay.
This was before he went into the travel journalism. I worried about him so much.
Poor Grandma doing all the work herself, not having her husband who died. Now her heart's broken. She probably thinks her grandson is evil like the devil or something like that because he kissed another man or in love with another man. Probably hasn't seen him in a long time.
I couldn't imagine he was really happy. He never seemed to want to settle down. He just wanted constant change and excitement.
I can see a grandma thinking that. He's just doing it because he likes constant change and excitement. I can totally see an older person or a grandma thinking that. Ding dong. Go get the door, Grandma. I hope it's not the police telling her that he had a wreck or something. Because we saw that he had a wreck at the beginning of the game. Remember that? We saw him driving and he saw that he had a wreck. So she's going to get the door. It's going to be the cops telling her that he had a wreck, huh? What's going to happen?
I got up to answer it and tripped, twisting my ankle in the
Oh
garden.
no. Oh no. Oh no, Grandma.
It hurt like the blazes. Oh.
Damn, that sucks. How you gonna get the door now? Can I go get it for you? No, I'm blocked off.
I couldn't do a thing. The doorbell went again, but it hurt too much to move. I called out for help.
Yeah, scream, Grandma.
I heard footsteps around the side of the house. It was Will, coming to visit me. He'd come back from travelling.
Oh, cool. Grandma!
After all I had done, after all I hadn't done, he was the one reaching out to me. He was the one who made the effort.
It'll be all right.
He looked after me anyway.
Oh, that is so cool. Look at that. And you know why this is cool, guys? Is because remember when she remembered when he was a kid and he tripped over his toy and fell down and hurt his ankle? Who was the one carrying him? Now, comes back around, she's older, she falls in her yard, and he is ironically there ringing her the doorbell and comes around and helps her. I like that.
Inside the man he was, I could see for the first time the same kind boy I knew before.
Aw.
I
Cool.
don't claim that I'll understand some of his choices.
But he still loves you, Grandma. You still love him.
Let's get you inside.
But inside, he really always had been the man that I wanted him to be. Kind and strong. I'd missed that, blinded by only one part of him. He was still everything I could have hoped for.
That's awesome. I agree,
He
Grandma.
was even kind to a fool like me.
Aw. You think she's a fool now? You got glasses, Ava? And Ava did say something would happen to Grandma, by the way, in the chat.
I'll never forget that.
I like how it sounds like she's about to cry there. That's awesome. Ava says she got glasses. Can you see better, Ava? Well, you can see better now. Like if you're sitting in class and you look at the chalkboard or whatever. Okay, so now we have Will here. He's at his house with Harry, I assume. What's up, buddy? Looks like he's got a lot on his mind. Love you, Will. Me too. See you tonight. Cool. Exchanging messages with each other on the board there.
I know Grandma loves me, and I think she's learning she has to trust me. She can see I'm in love with Harry, truly in love, and that this makes me happy. I think she's learning to start from there, growing to see the world through that lens.
Yeah, is that what that's called, Ava? A smart board? Okay. Yep. I gotta help you get some cereal, Will? Really? You can't get your cereal yourself? Jesus Christ. Alright, Will, get a spoon. Come on. Get the milk, Will. Don't just stand there. Will. Come on, man. Wake up, dude. Pour the milk in the bowl. There you go, buddy. Have to do everything for this guy. Huh. Alright. Go sit on the table and eat your cereal, bud.
You've got to take responsibility for your life. That's what Grandma taught me. I can't keep fighting for some life of adventure that I don't know even exists. This life, right here, is an adventure. Opening my heart feels dangerous and exciting. I want to always feel this way. And with Harry, I think I will.
Okay.
I held back with Sarah. Maybe we were just too young, but Harry, he makes me feel free. It was only my fear that made me feel trapped.
Gotta get closer to him. Fragments of Him. Oh, gotta help him wash out his cereal bowl, I guess.
We could start a family. Actually, that's not a bad idea.
Damn.
One thing at a time, though. Hey?
He wants to start a family with Harry. Okay. Well, we already kind of knew that. I mean, he already said he wanted to marry him. Kage says Harry will reject. Kind of doubt that, Kage. Oh, he's about to leave again. This is where we started when he leaves. Come on. Thank you.
He's never said he wants this, as such.
If this is where I think it is, I think he better tell Harry his last goodbye and even kiss him goodbye. Because I think that we're coming up on the scene where he has a wreck. But we're getting to the end of the game, I think, guys.
Starting a family together. Actually, that feels right to me.
And I know that some of the reviews, I read a couple of the reviews before I played this game, and I know a couple of people said this broke them down in tears, so we are coming to the very end of this game, I think, when we see what happened at the start, when Will has a wreck. Somebody crashes into him, probably kills him.
This is gonna be a big day.
If only you knew, Will. Big day in a bad way, not a big day in a good way. He thinks he's going to propose to Harry that day, or getting close to it, it sounds like. If only he knew.
I'll need these.
Boy, it looks like I made the right choice to start. Remember that first choice I had when the game first started? To say nothing at all, say see you later, or say I love you, I'll be home tonight, or whatever. Only one of the three choices said I love you. And I think this goes to show you guys how important it is to tell those people that mean something to you each and every day how much you love them. Don't hold back, because you never know when your last day on earth is here. You know? Even if it's them that dies, even if it's, you know, your wife or your kids or whatever, even if it's them that gets in the wreck and that dies, you don't want to be left here on earth thinking, man, I never told him I loved him. Or, you know, we had a fight the last day or whatever. You don't want to have that regret. I mean, it's hard enough to lose somebody you love.
First step of a long journey. It's going to be wonderful.
Yep, here we go. Yep, and so here's the option I chose at the very beginning before I even knew what was happening. Looks like I made the right one. I like it. I love you. Have a good day.
I love you. Have a good day. So many memories, and I've not taken the time to think about how much they mean to me. It's time for a change.
Kage says this happened to one of my teachers back in high school. Yeah, I remember my gym teacher back when I was in junior high. She seemed like a really confident woman. She was a gym teacher, and pretty much all us students were shocked one day when, near the end of the school year too, she committed suicide. And that threw all of us into shock after, I mean, we'd been going to the same gym with this gym teacher for like 2 or 3 years. And all of a sudden she committed suicide, and we went to school, and it was crazy. I mean, yeah, I mean, anything can happen to anybody that you know or love.
The stairs are better for me.
At any time. And we've already seen this at the start of the game. Yeah, I'm already feeling sad. We already know what's going to happen.
Sure, I go to the gym, but will that see me through?
Come on, Will, you need to drive a different route, man.
Technology, elevators, phones, it's all too instant.
Man, I like Will. I so wish that it would give me a choice, like for him to go a different route or not leave at all, but you know that's not going to be an option. You know what's going to happen is going to happen.
I've got to think long term.
Yeah. Poor Will. And I'm already feeling sorry for like his grandma. One thing that's interesting is we haven't really heard anything from the perspective of, we've heard it from Will here. We've heard from Grandma on her side. We heard from Sarah. I'm surprised we haven't heard from like his mom, but really I'm surprised we haven't heard from Harry, like his perspective and his feelings and everything. Maybe
No
we
more.
will.
I'll stop that drift.
And we haven't heard Harry's perspective on everything. He's going to be crushed, obviously, I'm sure. But his grandma and probably Sarah too are going to be heartbroken. Oh boy. Will, do you have to go, man? You don't gotta go, man. Stay there with Harry, man. You love him. Go get back in bed with Harry, dude. Cuddle up next to him or whatever.
I'm going to tell him how I feel.
And he's gonna tell him how he feels the same day that this happens. Really? The irony, huh? Well, we've kind of been hearing all along. I mean, pretty much the whole game, it's been all this sad music about even when Sarah was talking about how she gave him up for so he could be with Harry and everything, and Grandma about how much he's hurt her and you know, raising him and all that. It's always been this sad music kind of building up to this.
It feels like I drifted into these routines.
Having to click the same things here again.
Some routine is good. Sure.
Maybe the seatbelt will save him. Come on, Will. I hope that seatbelt saves you, buddy.
But, I don't know. We're getting lazy. I don't want that.
No, Will, don't go! Don't do it! Is it wrong that I'm eating cake and not sad, Saigon says? No, Saigon, it's okay. Saigon's eating cake, that's funny. Come on, Will. Made me laugh. There's the same couple talking, and watch, Will checks him out here, if I remember. He turns his head and checks him out for a long moment. See? Look at that. He's like, look at that couple, they're so happy. Maybe I should be with Sarah. I wonder if he's thinking that.
I should have paid more attention to the small stuff. Not locked on to avoiding everything that matters.
Are we ready for this, people? We know what's gonna happen.
Things are okay, but they're not going anywhere.
Can I click on anything to make you go a different route? I'll tell him tonight, huh? 1 minute he's talking about how he's going to propose to Harry. The next thing he's talking about how he doesn't feel like anything's going anywhere with Harry. And he'll tell him tonight.
I always smile when I see that place. Maybe we'll go there tonight.
Go this way, Will. You want to go over there. You don't want to die. Come on, man.
Maybe we'll go feed the ducks this weekend. I love the way they walk.
Look at the way the lady's walking there. That's funny. He's walking with an attitude like, I'm too cool. Will, say your prayers, buddy. You've never believed in God, now might be the
I
time.
didn't expect it, but I feel happy I've made this choice.
Oh boy. Here we are. I knew that was coming. We're going to be in the hospital or an ambulance. What's going to happen?
We didn't always get much of a chance to see each other during the weekdays. He worked really hard. He loved his job. On Sundays, we would go to the park to feed the ducks.
So now we're talking from, now we're getting Harry's perspective. After. Damn. How realistic that sky looks in the sunset. Pretty nice.
We loved it in the summer, like it was when it happened. But the bare trees in the winter had their beauty too. We would walk among them in thick coats, holding each other for warmth.
Aw. How romantic.
It was our place to be together.
Sounds like Harry loved him. It's cool. We'll have the wreck, Ava, that he had at the beginning. Now we're talking we're seeing Harry's perspective after the wreck.
This whole place makes me think of him.
Poor Harry. Oh, I guess that's him, the fragments of him.
He loved ducks. They always made him smile. It was something in the way they walked.
I love the looks of the sunset there. Really awesome. Now we're clicking on the fragments of him.
And then one day, he was gone.
Wow. Poor Harry. I think Grandma's going to take it a little bit harder. But we are not at Grandma's house.
The crash investigators don't know whose fault it was. I just can't get myself to feel that it matters. He was driving, and now he's... They took him to hospital.
Oh, damn.
Someone called me, but I don't remember who. And I don't remember how I got to the hospital. He was dead when I arrived.
Damn. That's hard. Wow, sorry about that, Harry. That sucks, man. Oh, I'm starting to get it. So here he is surrounded now without the love of his life, I'm sure. He died in the car wreck. And now he's surrounded by all these things. And the symbolism here is I'm clicking on all these things and they fade. Because these things no longer matter. His love, his life is gone. I like that. That is sad. TV that they watched together, gone. It's unimportant. Couch and the table don't matter anymore. Damn. Damn. Poor guy.
He loved traveling. I was the one who collected the souvenirs. I wanted to make this our home. It's only mine now. And I don't really want it anymore.
Oh boy.
I don't need 2 toothbrushes here anymore.
Man, this sucks. Look how everything's kind of a blur too, that I'm fading out. Isn't that kind of what things look like too when you're all teary-eyed and everything is just out of focus because you can't stop crying? I think that might symbolize that a little bit too. I think the bigger symbolism here though is like now that he's lost Will, none of this crap matters. Let's go get the bedroom. Aw, damn. There's the Fragments of Him, as the name of the game is. Laying on his side of the bed. Damn. Love not consumed in passion's heart, but golden flamed and steadfast sweet. Wow. The music is definitely
We
sad.
would lie in bed and read, our breathing sinking. He would close his book, kiss me, and fall asleep.
Here's his robe. Oh, everything's a blur again. Can't click on him. Sorry, Harry, man. Sucks. Life is hard sometimes.
When friends come to visit me, they speak to me in a quiet voice, as if a loud sound might startle me. They ask about the missing objects. I say, I'm going for a minimalist look. They nod and give me a strange smile, but I know they don't believe me. They know the reminders hurt too much.
Sucks. All right.
I've been walking more since he died. I've been trying to get away from the memories to find something new, but everywhere I go, I see things that make me think of him.
Full moon. All right, I'm erasing everything here now.
I'm not ready to sit at a table for one yet, staring at an empty seat.
That would be hard.
He used to do the dance from Singing in the Rain. He was terrible at it, but he liked making me laugh.
Aw. Got a lot of stuff to click here at the
The
end.
car was barely damaged in the accident. It was just a knock, twisting his neck the wrong way.
Oh,
The
wow.
insurers asked if I wanted to repair the car.
Damn.
I couldn't speak to answer.
Wow. So, the wreck wasn't even that bad, but it just happened that it twisted his neck the wrong way, and that's what killed him. There he is.
I decided to stay inside more.
Wow. Are we going to see Grandma's reaction? I don't know.
Keep to the inside. I can control what's in here. But even at work, there are reminders. I need this space to be clear, so I can be free.
Now he's at work, and he has reminders of him at work. Which I got to erase. Okay.
Everything has to go. I'll clear it all away and start again.
That's what I'm here for, Harry, is to help you.
He'd want me to be happy, but I can't be. Not living like this.
Poor guy.
We had the rest of our lives. I had his life, but he won't have mine. I don't understand any of this. I just don't know. I don't know how I feel or how to feel. There's something cold inside my chest, pulling me down.
Kage says he thinks we're going to see Harry slit his wrists. Huh. Yeah, Will's kind of a mess there.
I'm nearly there.
Back at the empty apartment.
It's all gone. He's gone.
Wow.
But he's not. I can't get rid of him.
Aw.
Why won't he leave me alone?
Wow. Oh, I tried to click on him and he came back. That's kind of cool. Notice how I've been clicking on all the things in their life and it disappears at work, at the restaurant, at their home, and I clicked on all the stuff and it vanished. Now I'm clicking on Will and he just comes right back. See? That is pretty cool. Still there. Can't get rid of him.
I'm different now. He changed me. I feel the space he's left inside me. but it's okay. It's his shape. That's going to be part of me that I carry forever. Denying that would be killing him again.
Yeah. Really? I gotta go click on all this stuff again? Okay, I'm bringing it back now. Does this mean his life's moving on? I hope so, because I hope this kind of means he's getting on with his life.
It's okay to long for him still. But I know it's okay to live again too.
Yep, that's what it means. Well, good for you, Harry. You know, that's one thing they say when somebody loses somebody that close to them, you know, a parent or a loved one, child, whatever, can always be one of the hardest points of life. And when we see people at work or a friend or whatever, and they go to the funeral and they've lost somebody, you know, that's important to them, there's really never the right words to say, you know? You don't know what to say to people. But one thing that I really don't like that a lot of people say in that moment is, you know, one day at a time, you know, it'll get easier. People say that a lot, you know, just take things one day at a time and, you know, things will get easier and you'll forget more. And I don't really believe that. I don't think that we ever truly forget somebody in our lives that's this important to us, you know, loved ones or family or whatever when they pass.
He would laugh at me now, crying over silly things. And hug me too. And hold me. I wish he could hold me again.
That's tough. Yeah, but you know, we never really get over people that we lose like this, loved ones. The thing is it doesn't get easier. We don't forget about the people that we lose. But what happens is, as time goes by, and this is kind of how I feel, we just get better at dealing with the pain of losing somebody like that, a traumatic experience. It's not that we forget. It's not that life gets easier. We just get better at adapting to deal with the amount of pain that we have. And that's how I feel about it anyway. It never becomes easy, even 10, 20 years later.
I'm going to read every one of his books.
That's cool. Did I get everything? Sorry about that, Harry. I'm glad you're learning to live again.
This might be all there is. Just this one life. I don't know. But I was lucky to meet him. And to love him.
Okay, says he's bargaining now, wallowing in what happened. Uh-oh, guys.
Never forget him.
Oh, no. This is going to be the sad part. Grandma. Oh, boy. Remember, I told you guys I like Grandma.
He reached out to me when I'd pushed him away.
Yep.
When he was small, I'd looked after him. But in the end, he looked after me when I needed him.
Bringing her stuff. Her twisted ankle up on the leg rest there.
Everything was changing fast. He was changing too, becoming mature. He showed me things I had never seen before.
Okay, so this is the mouse.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so you can use this to click on things.
Huh.
Yeah, this bit's called the cursor.
This is called the cursor.
Yeah, where the arrow is.
Wow.
No, yeah, move it up there. No, you have to double click.
Double click.
He came to visit me often over the next few years.
Doorbell again, Grandma.
And then
Oh no, here it
you
is.
came to see me.
Oh boy. This is gonna be sad. This is gonna be more sad than Harry, I think. To me, anyway. He's about to get the news. Who's coming to tell her? Is it Harry? Remember, she didn't like him. She probably don't like Harry very much because of when she saw him kissing him at the university. Wow. It is going to be Harry. It is Harry. He's going to be telling her, huh? Give her a hug, dude. Give her a freaking hug. That would be hard to say. That would be, I mean, not only are you dealing with the pain of losing your love of your life, but you're having to go and tell his family, the people that loved him the most. That would be very difficult.
And then you told me what had happened.
Aww. You did give her a hug. Poor Grandma. And now we got Sarah. She's about to find
It's
out
one
too.
of those strange things. I had just been thinking about Will.
And?
We kept in touch a little, then a few years later became friends again when he was working based out of London. It felt good to have him in my life again.
Yep, here's the phone call she gets.
He talked about his job, his family. He often spoke about you both. He told me how happy he was. And then you called me. Hello?
Harry. Oh boy.
He was happy at the end.
That's sad. Oh, so there's Harry, Grandma, and Sarah. All having lunch afterwards, I guess.
He loved you both so much. I keep on thinking I see him, or feeling like he's just sitting reading in the next room. It's silly, really. I kept thinking about how bad my luck was, but that's not true. We were lucky. We were so lucky.
Aww. That's cool. I want to get in and hug you guys too. Come on. That's cool though. I really like that. Harry was a good man. Starting to see why Will liked him.
After we shared our memories, I went back to the park where I had spent so much time with Will. I had so many more fragments of his life that I had never known. I felt at peace. It helped, talking with others. Will was gone, but I wasn't alone. They carry him with them too. I just needed to let myself see that. I still miss him, but day by day that gets easier. It gets easier to remember the good times and be grateful. I still miss him, but it's enough that, briefly, we walk together.
Wow. Game is over, Ava, and sure. I can talk. What do you guys want to talk about? Well, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. I like that. Again, I want to go ahead and give a shout out to the developers who gave me a copy of this game to experience. The game is $19.99. Honestly, I think that price is a little bit high, just because it's only about a 2.5 hour episode. There's not a whole lot of replayability here. And I mean, $19.99, you can buy, you know, a game like, what am I thinking? Life is Strange. And Life is Strange has more puzzles. It's a lot longer. It lasts, what, I think 13, 14 hours at least, over 5 episodes. So, yeah, I mean, I really enjoyed this, but I think that $19.99 is definitely a very high price tag for this game. But they did say that they didn't want anybody to let's play or stream this game without adding their own thoughts and, you know, kind of commentary to it. They didn't want anybody just playing it out and being quiet or whatever. And so that's one reason why I did talk so much. I normally do that anyway in my live plays, but thank you so much for sharing this amazing journey with me, for your advice and support, for being I'm very lucky to have you in my life. I love you. Matt Green, you're one of my best friends, an incredible person. I love you too. Person, especially my parents, thank you for being kind. Love you. To the people who opened their hearts while we were making this game and gave us the faith, thank you. A lot of thank yous and love yous and stuff like that here. So let me go ahead and turn off this phone here real quick. I'll call my mom back and let her know that I love her here in just a moment. From Elwin, thanks from Elwin. All the different things. I like how they're giving all those messages from people in the developers. So, yeah, I really like this. I really like this game. It's pretty cool. Like I say, I think the price tag is a little bit high. Hope you guys enjoyed it there in the live stream as you guys watch this. The new Five Nights at Freddy's game trailer just came out. And Saigon says, I hate Five Nights at Freddy's. It's annoying. Kage says, thought he was giving up the Five Nights at Freddy's thing. So that has been Fragments of Him. You guys will have to let me know if you guys enjoyed that down in the comments down below. Let me know what you guys thought of the my gameplay there, or the story that it told. I think it just goes ahead and refreshes, you know, to us all to never take anything for granted. You know, especially our family and the people that we love and care about. Don't take them for granted, and don't forget to let them know how much you feel. You know. So anyway, I want to go ahead and thank you guys for tuning into the live stream. The chat will continue. You guys wanted to talk for a few minutes afterwards. I believe the chat will continue for a few more minutes before it ends. Yes, I will definitely, Ava, I'll definitely subscribe to your crush on YouTube for you. So thanks for being here, guys. Thanks for experiencing this game with me. And we'll see you guys here real soon with another video. Take care, everybody.